Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We are on our way to the moon. We are heading to a very low periapsis. Let's just save, and then we're going to walk to here. Everything looks good. Still got electrical charge. Can't do that material study because we've already got the high one. Everything's looking good. No reason to do anything but to walk a bit further. So how long has this mission been going on for? 3 hours and 43 minutes, is that right? Looks good. Right, let's warp to inside the sphere of influence. It's still looking good. Here comes the moon. There we go. Right, let's stop the report. We can do a crew report now, which we couldn't have done before, as we didn't have anyone before. Let's do a material study. That's one we have done before because we've sent a material unit out with the unmanned probe, but we can do a further one here. Let's collect that data, remove the data and restore. And let's grab an EVA report from high over the moon and board. Bob, you're doing a fantastic job here. There we go. Are we happy with that 8,000? I'm wondering whether that is a little bit low. See, if we do a maneuver node here, it just pushes us out and slows us down. Focus view on the moon so we can actually see what we're doing. That's giving us a little bit of a safer periapsis, just in case there's any mountains, and then it gives us into an orbit. It's a high orbit, so we'll get low and then we'll come up to high, fairly high again, but it should get us safe. We can tweak. We do further burns. There we go. Position ourselves ready for. So that would be just a normal retrograde burn, which would just slow us down. But this is going to give us a little bit of radial as well, just to push that periapsis just a fraction higher. And the idea of that is just to move it away from the surface in case there's any high peaks or anything. We don't need to go down that low, no need for it. And then just bring us around. We may do a further burn just to bring this back in again, because that is quite a high elliptical orbit that we got there. So we'll start the burn now. Bringing that in. We might not use full thrust actually for this, just half thrust will be plenty. Bringing that in, giving us a periapsis of over 10,000 now. It's going to result in about 12,000 if we go as low as that. Just move it in a fraction. And out a bit more. do, mate. That looks good. It's actually a bit of a lower one as well. So I'm pretty happy with that as a manoeuvre there. Just another check on things. There we are, over the moon. And let's speed up a little bit. We're at 72,000. Pretty soon we will start to be able to get low science data pop up. And I'm not sure exactly when. There it is. They are below 60s here. So let's just position ourselves. Oh god, I don't know what I'm doing with these buttons here. There we go. Rotate around so the hatches are there, so it's easy for us to do things like a material study, like that. We'll take that. Bob, we're going to get you back out again. And you're going to do an EVA report for us. 24. You're also going to, if you can reach there, can you do a crew report? No. If you can reach there, I want you to take all the data. Right, take the data. And take all that data. And collect that data. And restore that experiment. Store all the experiments in the command module. Grab another EVA while you're there. And store that as well. And board. Apparently we could do another crew report, but I'm not sure that's true. Jebediah, this time you could do an EVA report. Take all the data. Can't read what that says because it's store experiments. Can't take experiments. Store all the experiments and board. And there we are. No temperature or pressure readings available, I'm afraid. We'll add a maneuver. I want to get this below the 60 that we need so we can be picking up EVAs all around. That'll do. Get us onto that maneuver node, please, Jebediah. Yeah, I'm still 3 minutes to the next thing. We'll just walk forward a bit of time. 2 minutes into the burn. Surprised we haven't had any more EVA opportunities during this time. That will do. And we'll start trickling that in fairly slowly. It comes out. Can do an EVA, but we are in the middle of a burn, so it's Moon's lowlands, so it's not as if it's a crater which we're about to pop out of. Now that's a crater, so I'm going to jump out. Bob, do me a very quick EVA, please. And board. Oh, I missed the crater. That's annoying. quite sure where our maneuver mode is taking us at the moment. Something's gone a bit awry with that. And there we go. We have a look at our completed contracts now. Explore the moon. Now we've got to get back home again. Orbit and perform a spacewalk done, as well as the stable orbit of the moon contract. So loads and loads of money come flooding in for this particular mission. Yeah, I've got 644,000. We've still got to get back with all this science, so a lot of it we could start transmitting to make sure we get it back. But there's the eclipsed Kerbin just setting on the moon's horizon. It's quite a sight with the aurora around the outside there. It's quite a sight. But yeah, I think we are happy with that. I'm just going to speed up time. See if we can grab another EVA or two before we think about heading back. Surprised we haven't hit any other craters during this trip. No. That was a funny noise. Highlands, Midlands, we got all this stuff already. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's really dark here. So, Bob, you do the EVA please. That's another 24 science and board. Good, 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 done. Coming around the other side, back into sunlight. Jeb, your turn for an EVA. And that one is the Moon's Highlands. Oh, apparently we got that one already. So I might have just missed a crater. That's a shame. Jeb, again, your turn. The Moon's Canyons, there we go. And board. So there are various Easter eggs, as they're called, on the moon here, including the Neil Armstrong Memorial, which I would like to find during this Let's Play. I don't normally do quite, the precision landings, but we're going to see whether we can find it or not. Maybe not for our first moon landing, but maybe when we got some better tech and we can get here with loads of Delta V, we can do some exploring. Jeb, I think it's you again. EVA report, grab it and board. I don't know what you do without this science here and now for this. It would just be random. You certainly wouldn't be able to pick up all of these. Nothing else doing? I mean, this mod's not got it quite right. It's stopping when we're changing biomes, which is all well and good. But it's biomes that I can't do any more for. This one I can. Far side crater. Grab that one. Well done. See, nothing, nothing. Midlands, Highlands, Midlands, Lowlands, Midlands, lowlands, midlands, crater, which we got as well. Lowlands, midlands, lowlands, Moon's northwest crater. So we're still picking up a few. Lowlands, midlands, lowlands, midlands, lowlands, midlands, highlands, east side crater. We got all these. As we're heading into the shadow of the moon again, that is a complete orbit, and I don't think we've missed a great deal on this second pass. I think we've got all of the equatorial stuff now. East far side crater, yeah, I think we got them all now. Right. Let's think about going home. Now, the way to go home, that's where we're heading. So what you do is you set some sort of maneuver node about here, and you actually speed up, because we're going speeding up relative to the moon. Because we want to get away from the moon. Right, so you get that, so that sticks out like that. Now, if you look there, we've already got a periapsis of 1.2 million meters. If I move this around a bit, and I make it so that it's as close to coming out along that line as possible, it now goes to 126. And if I just tweak it a little bit faster down there, we're now going to land. So one burn will take us in just a bit higher, please. 49, that'll do for now. That 274 meters per second burn on a vessel that has got 964 meters per second on board it will actually get us to a landing. So you barely need anything to get home. As soon as you get away from here, from the moon, you're pulled in vigorously by Kerbal. It pulls you right down and gets you home. So let's line up on our maneuver node here, and in 17 minutes we'll be ready for the burn. So we'll F5 for safety in case I do anything stupid, and we will warp to the next maneuver. That hopefully stopping us just before our maneuver. There we are, all nicely lined up. It says it's going to be a 3-second burn. It's not going to be a 3-second burn. I'm not sure how it works out the math. It's not going to be a 3-second burn. It's going to be a little bit longer than 3 seconds. But in I don't know, we'll let it go in about 20 seconds to go, something like that. It's not a massive burn. Really, it's a question of when to get bored, and I'm getting bored waiting. So join me in the next episode where we're going to do this burn, and we're going to come back to Kerbal, and yeah, join me in that episode. Thanks for watching.